What's up, everybody? It's Mekel Kasanova back with another video. I wanted to give you guys like a channel update for 2022 since we're in a new year, and many of you might be wondering like, what do I expect from this channel in this year? So many of you might have noticed that I've start to increase in the number of reactions that I'm doing because that's a field that I'm enjoying. I'm enjoying doing reactions. It's for me personally, it's relaxing and refreshing, and something different than getting tech and just like I enjoy tech. I love tech, but sometimes it can be monotonous when you're capturing B-roll and then doing a review and then breaking down stuff and looking into it. So it's just something different, something that I'm enjoying. So there's going to be an uptick in reaction videos. On top of that, that doesn't mean like, because I'm doing more reaction videos, which I'm doing, One Piece this season. I'm going to be doing also Attack on Titan, the final season, because as you guys know, I covered the manga. So I'm going to be covering the final second half of the anime. So definitely expect, more of that. Probably going to cover Mushoku Tensei because I do like that. And I don't know, maybe a classic anime like Rurouni Kenshin. Maybe I'll cover Claymore, the manga, because I really enjoyed the manga. I was hooked. I was hooked on the manga. I might do a review of Claymore. I'm not too sure yet, but definitely there's going to be more anime and manga that you're going to be seeing on the channel, like more reactions, analysis, and reviews. So you're going to see a lot of that this year. And also, as far as tech, don't worry, my tech heads, people like to come here for my tech reviews and game reviews. A lot of that's going to be coming too. Got a lot of stuff in the works. Got a monitor I'm working on, just various tech, monitor, laptops, desktops. We're going to be doing a lot of those reviews. Also going to be reviewing, different microphones. Like I've got this one. I've already done a review for this neat mic. I do have I guess I should go ahead and just kind of disclose a lot of things. I do have a partnership with Neat Mics, as well as Turtle Beach, Rocket, Astro. As you guys know, I'm partnered with AVerMedia. I've also got partnerships with Logitech, G, and many other companies as well. So you're going to be seeing a lot of tech reviews, especially this coming month. Well, this month, we got CES here in January, but we're going to be having a lot of other tech too, a lot of other games, just because there's so much that's rolling out. I'm part of the PlayStation Talent Partner Program, so all the major PlayStation titles coming out, I'm going to be covering that along with some of the PlayStation products too, like the upcoming plates and stuff for the PS5. Outside of that, things that we're working towards this year. Also, I'm working towards a Nintendo brand ambassador to be part of that program and to be able to cover more Nintendo Switch stuff. I know I don't cover a lot of Switch stuff as I used to. Like I used to cover a lot of indie things, but I'm not necessarily doing that I haven't been doing that for like the last 2.5 years. Like occasionally I'll cover something major, but not all the time. But definitely there'll be an uptick in that once I get the Nintendo brand ambassador, or fingers crossed. Nothing's guaranteed. I mean, I get it, but it seems like there's a stronger inclination that I will become a Nintendo brand ambassador. So I'm looking forward to covering that. Also becoming partnered with Microsoft. I've worked with Microsoft in the past, covered a lot of products. 2 Xboxes from them, or actually 2 or 3 from them. So I've covered Series X, Series S, various headsets, various controllers and stuff like that. So as far as games, a lot of game reviews, especially February and March are going to be stacked. So yeah, a lot of that's going to come out. As far as podcasts go, I know there's a sector of people that enjoy the podcast. That's one of the things I like about the channel. And I'm going to segue after I talk about the podcast part because I want to cover that. But yeah, as far as the podcast, It's back. I'm going to be having a lot of different guests on the show. I'm going to be, I didn't focus heavily on the podcast in 2021 because, as you guys know, I have my baby girl, Ezel. So that's been that's been an adjustment, having a newborn and now going into a toddler. So time has been kind of tight. So the podcast will be back. I don't know if it's going to be on a weekly basis, but you will be getting new episodes every single month. I'm going to shoot for multiple episodes in a month, so I may even just like bulk record with guests over the weekend, because typically weekends are when I have the most free time to do content. And so I'm going to be definitely taking advantage of that. A couple guests that will be coming on the show. I'm just going to go ahead and list them off that I will be getting. I'm going to be having Neogeo Now. I know a lot of you have been requesting me have Neogeo Now. I know I did a poll several months ago, and I asked if you guys would be interested in me having Neogeo Now on the show, Nabil. And so just want to let you guys know that's officially going to be happening. We're going to be recording later this month, and I'm so looking forward to that because I'm a big fan of Nabil's work, and he's done so much for the SNK community, and it's just I'm kind of starstruck, but I got to keep it together. But really grateful and excited for that to happen. For those who are into wrestling, so for the wrestling front, I've got Don Tony and Russell Soup that I'm looking to have on the podcast. I'm going to be having Chris Van Vliet back on the podcast as well. If you guys are familiar, for those who like wrestling and sports, Chris Van Vliet is one of the top guys, if not the top guy, for podcasting for that. So I'm going to have him back on the show. Looking at having some voice actors back on. So Mark Whitten, going to have him back on. David Hayter, Griffin Burns, Ruben Langdon. Looking at get Johnny Young Bosch because, Ruben's really good friends with Johnny Young Bosch, as well as the guy who voices Virgil. Why is his name? Dan Southworth. He's also, those are two of his really close friends. So I'm looking to get Dan Southworth and Johnny Young Bosch on. Definitely going to be having back on the show Richard Epcar, which, I haven't had him on since 2017, 2018. So I'm going to have him back on the show. Definitely looking forward to that. Who else? Dorothy Fawn, going to have her back on the podcast as well. And, trying to think who else. I'm looking to get Christian Howard. I know if you guys are familiar with Street Fighter Assassin's Fist, he played Ken. He also did the Fatal Fury short film, and he played Terry Bogard. So I'm looking to have him back on. Good friend of the show. And also for my my viewers who are fans of Resident Evil, I'm going to be having on a lot of the voice actors for Resident Evil again. So Jeff Shine, I'm going to have him back on the show. You guys know him. He did Carlos Oliveira and Resident Evil 3 remake, and he also is the current voice of Chris Redfield as of Resident Evil Village. So I'm going to have him back on the show. We're looking to have Nika Pasolita. It's really good friend of mine, good family friend. I'm gonna have him back on the show. You guys know him as Leon Kennedy in Resident Evil 2 remake, as well as the Resident Evil Infinite Darkness on Netflix. So he's gonna come back on the show later this year. And other than that, I know I'm gonna have the voice of Barrett, John Eric Bentley, gonna have him back on the show as well. So definitely looking forward to that. And that's just some of the stuff right there. Some of the guests that I'm looking to have on the show. That's going to be pretty dope. And as far as other content, I'm doing the KOF timeline. I know I've been talking about that for months, if not years. And you guys probably haven't seen anything other than teasers here and there, but it's getting closer to being done. I am still working on it. So I'm going to be covering Orochi Saga, Nest Saga, as well as Tales of Ash Saga, and up to the current saga that we're in, the Shanae saga or the Verse saga. Other things I want to do with that is I kind of want to play around with the timeline a little bit, have some fun with it. So I do want to incorporate the EX time, the EX saga of EX 1 and 2, as well as the Maximum Impact. I want to try and integrate them in as neatly as possible. Possibly have to omit some stuff here and there, but that's some of the things I definitely want to do. So definitely be on the lookout for that. So for those who are looking for ease, because I know I talked about doing the ease timeline, and I did one episode which for the last year and a half, 2 years, has constantly gotten people asking me to do episode 2. And I will be completely honest with you guys, the reason I dropped doing the timeline was because there's a lot of people who are super fans of ease, certain groups of folks, certain people that kind of wanted to take over and take my project and make it about them. Tell me how to pronounce names, how to do this. I need to have this person on, but this person doesn't want to work with me directly. They want to work through a third, an in-between person, and the in-between person wants to kind of dictate because, the ease thing is that's their thing. And it just, I was off put by it. I was like, I did this for me, not for you, not for anyone, not for any of you watching. I did this for me because I love the series. And, that person and those people, they sucked it out of me. So, after a year of requests to do episode 2 and to continue the legacy of Ease timeline, letting you guys know, I will pick back up on that. I will work on it and try to get that out as soon as I can, barring other, engagements I have to honor. But just know that doing timeline videos, the KOF one, as well as the one for Ease, they take time, they take resources, and sometimes I just, because this is my livelihood. So, and I, I need support. So for doing big projects like that, this is where I need your guys' help. Like if you become a Patreon supporter, or a channel member, $5 a month, that $5 goes a long way towards, supplanting and allowing me to have more freedom to cover and do specialized projects. So if there's certain things you like to see you want more of, I kind of need the support to continue doing that. Otherwise, a lot of that just has to go to the back burner because I got to do things that cover bringing in income to take care of my wife and my children. That's just how that is. For the people that wanted to take over Ease, my Ease timeline, they wanted to take over, but they don't want to support the work that I do, don't really like the videos, don't subscribe. They're not, that's the problem. If you're trying to dictate, that's another thing. If you want to dictate what content I make or suggest or advise, but you're not really supporting my content, and supporting doesn't always mean financial, watching, liking, sharing, subscribing. If you're not doing any of that, but you're trying to tell me how to do my content, I'm kind of going to tell you to kindly fuck off in a very nice way. Just saying, it doesn't help anyone involved. And also, if you don't like the way I do something, YouTube is free. Get a camera, get a mic, get your own setup, and do it yourself. If it's that easy. A lot of people think this is easy. It's not. It's more work. So many hats you wear as a content creator. But anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. I want to bring it back home. So, East Timeline is coming back. I will work on that. KOF timeline. I'm going to drop the first video before KOF 15 drops. I'm going to try to get 2 videos out, but if not, the first one will drop before the game does. And other than that, live streams will be the last thing I want to kind of touch on, because live streams, I know a lot of people are like, are you streaming on YouTube? Are you back on Twitch streaming? I'm streaming on both platforms, not at the same time. There are certain things that I'd like to cover. Like, I'd like to play Final Fantasy 14. I love that game. That's my favorite MMO, but that doesn't do well on YouTube streaming it. So I stream it on Twitch, but I kind of want to just stream on YouTube because I feel like YouTube is a better platform of streaming. But, if someone here wants to watch Final Fantasy 14 streams, I'm not going to stream that on this platform. I'd rather go to Twitch to do that. And also, I like fighting games, so I'm definitely going to be doing a lot of content for KOF 15 and also the KOF series. I'm going to do a playthrough of all the KOF games, all the from 94 to 15, or leading up to 15. I'm going to play through them, and I'm debating, do I do that on YouTube or do I do that on Twitch? Haven't figured that out yet. So but I want to stream on both platforms. I also want to do content for wrestling because I'm into wrestling. I've enjoyed doing wrestling recaps for pay-per-views for WWE. Now, I'm not that interested in AEW, so I'm not going to really cover that, but I like WWE. Although I'm an Impact mark, I like Impact Wrestling more than I like any of the others. I'm one of the 2 people to watch is Impact. But Moose, that's my dude. Glad he retained the title at Hard to Kill. But anyway, I plan to do like live stream watch alongs and pay-per-view recaps for wrestling, primarily WWE. And yeah, so that goes into the last thing I'm going to cover, and it's like content. So a lot of people have told me that if I were to like focus on doing just one thing, one avenue, if I just do reactions, or I just do tech, or just do gaming, or just do one particular thing, and yeah, there's truth to that. I could have grown further than where I am now, but I like being a variety content creator because my interests are all over the place, right? And I don't want to limit myself for the sake of other people. I got into creating content because I hated my 9-to-5 job where I was working in IT, and I just was miserable. I'm not going to make myself miserable for the sake of content, pleasing other people. If you like my content and you like what I do, cool. If you don't, there are other channels to watch. That's all I have to say. So, yeah, there's more tech, more reactions, more gaming reviews, more wrestling coverage for pay-per-views, which is usually once a month. So Royal Rumble's the next one coming up. We're going to cover that. More podcasts, more cool guests that are going to be coming, and streaming. I'm going to work on that. I'm going to go back to streaming and timeline videos. So I'm going to be doing that. So those are the updates I want to give you guys, let you know what you can expect going into 2020 with this channel. And if you like it, cool. If you don't like it, or, my content is not where it was, and you just, you want to dip out and go somewhere else, cool. There's so many channels to watch. You don't have to watch mine. And I just want to say I thank you for being with me, rocking with me for as long as you have. And, if you ever come back, hey, I'll welcome you back. If not, cool. I just, hope you're having a aloha rest of your day on that sense. But all that being said, I just want to give you guys an update. Hopefully, some good takeaways here. And if not, hey, whatever. It is what it is. Yeah, I'm just in a completely different place. Like, and right now, mentally, I'm probably better than I ever have been before, mentally, emotionally, and I'm happier than I've ever been. Like, so I like a lot of this criticism on a lot of us creators get on YouTube and Twitter and Twitch and all that. It bothers a lot of people. Me, I don't fucking care, because at the end of the day, I got a beautiful wife, beautiful children, happy home, happy pets. That's my focus. And I love doing what I do. And if people don't like me, fine. I'm not here to be liked. Being liked doesn't pay the bills. It doesn't make me happy. It doesn't give me personal happiness. So I do what I do. And if you rock with it, cool. If you don't, you don't. But other than that, hope y'all enjoyed this update. I'll catch y'all on the next one. And yeah, be easy. Anything you want to say? Any feedback or whatever? Constructive or otherwise, in the comment section below. But outside of that, I'll see you.